Joining or even building an inspirational, supportive, and fun creative community is possible from just about anywhere. Social media offers countless groups, and several of today's creative and crafting brands foster and even support communities of their own. Sure, online is convenient, but in person, it's even better. On today's episode, you'll meet Brandy Lewis and Gena Christofferson of the Scrapbook Haven. This Omaha-based store has supported crafters for years, with in-person crafting weekends throughout the year. Making pretty scrapbook pages is part of the business, but forging friendships is key to their mission every single day. Hello and welcome to Wendy Crafts, the podcast where we heal through the creative work of our hearts and hands. I'm Wendy Townley, and for over a decade, crafting has given me resilience, purpose, and strength. Finding an online creative community is easier than ever. But the sweet spot for many creatives, including paper crafters like me, is a locally owned neighborhood store. And here in Omaha, we're lucky to have several. On this episode of the Wendy Crafts podcast, you'll meet Brandy Lewis and Gena Christofferson of the Scrapbook Haven. It's an Omaha-based craft store that's big on building community and fostering lifelong friendships. Brandy Lewis, Gena Christofferson from the Scrapbook Haven, thank you so much for being here today on the Wendy Crafts podcast.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
Fine, she beat me to it. Thanks.
And off we go. The competition has begun.
She does this.
And we're going to get into it. We're going to show the world.
Oh, yay.
Well, let's tell our wonderful audience, everyone joining us today, who you are and why I wanted to have you in to talk about creativity and your business. So you are with the Scrapbook Haven, which is a local scrapbook store here in Omaha, which I discovered a couple years ago and started coming in as a customer and then attended some of your crops and got to know some of the other crazy ladies who shop there and craft there too. Yes. And I love, in light of the news about Joann and other national craft store chains, not cutting it, knowing that small businesses like yours are still holding their own and making a place in people's lives. And so I want to talk about creativity today and your business. But I also will get to a little later talking about your view on being creative and being crafty and what that looks like. So to start, one of the things that I love about your business is the community, as I've already mentioned, that you've created and you've cultivated. And it seems to kind of have happened organically. When I think of your store, I think of like a kitchen in a home where people just kind of like drift in and they don't want to leave. So
that's a pretty accurate statement. I'm going to use that now.
Yes, do. Because I've been in there, especially like on Sunday afternoons is some of my favorite times to pop in. And there's customers lingering and they don't want to leave. So talk about that idea of community and how it has manifested in the store, either by your own actions or just kind of by accident.
Upon receiving the store and starting it literally from scratch, I mean, we had 36 sheets of paper in the store.
That's it.
When I took it over, the whole premise was just to make it a place where people wanted to be. Yeah, that's what we wanted, a happy place.
Yes,
we wanted it to be a happy
home away from home.
Yes, place where people wanted to linger and not have to pack up and be like, ugh, this is just it's just another store.
Coming to.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So we worked really hard at that, and so much so that by the time we were a year into it, we expanded. So a year, right? I think it was
about a year.
So it's been really good, and the amount of people that come in now, even to this day, that tell us they didn't know we were here, or we had no idea.
And how excited they are that they now have found us. We have a lot of a lot of travelers. Actually.
I have noticed that.
Yep.
I will say when I'm in there and you can't help but kind of eavesdrop on conversations, you do have a lot of people.
Absolutely.
It's great.
We just recently, in March, had Paige Evans and Andrea Lake and Lindsay Walt. They were all, they did an event at our store, and the amount of people that came from all the corners of the United States, it was crazy. And Canada and Puerto Rico.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was amazing. And those ladies were great. They really were. It was a really fun event. It was a ton of fun. It was a ton of fun. It was nice. Yeah, it was very refreshing.
And what were you hoping to achieve?
Honestly, I don't know that we were really hoping to achieve anything in particular other than providing a space that is not a hotel, that is not, just a room that they can sit at a table, that there was an atmosphere that they would feel welcomed and able to be around like-minded people. People who were shopping could see them. They could see, our community as well. I think that is ultimately what we were wanting it to be.
Yeah.
Do you think that's what it came out to be?
Yeah, I think so. I think we have a really good space, and obviously it's worked very well for our local customers. We do have some travelers that will come on crop weekends as well. But I think having names in the business acknowledge that we're here and that we have a space, and then have them be excited to utilize it and bring a whole new crowd that we wouldn't have seen otherwise.
Absolutely.
So it was really fun for us. Not that we don't have fun with our local people, because we absolutely do. We adore them, but it was really nice to have some other people who don't have local scrapbook stores, and just have them be excited. A lot of these women travel together
all the time.
Yeah, so they would meet at
Like in
different
a pack.
locations.
Yeah, literally. Paige,
so the one thing about scrapbooking crafting is it does become a community, and you have your friends, and maybe when you get together to craft, that might be the only time that you spend time together, but it's important time.
It is important time.
Yeah.
It is. And the cadence of your crop weekends are amazing.
Yes.
And for anyone joining us today, watching or listening, if they haven't been to a crop, it's essentially we buy a table for 3 days and we can do as much or as little crafting as we want.
Absolutely.
I can tell you the first time I attended, I was brave enough to just buy a ticket and go, because I was that person that I wanted to meet other crafters in the area, but didn't know how. And I walked in and I brought my stuff the first day, and everybody, like all of the women, just seemed to like, some were really in the zone with the headphones on and their Netflix, and they were crafting. But so many were just like already gossiping and talking about their daughters-in-law. I know. And it took a while, because then I'm like, well, I don't know what they're talking about. I'm just going to work on my cards. But within an hour or two, the women come over and they want you to feel included.
Absolutely.
Like, they want to know they want you to spill the tea. They want to know all about you. But you're hitting on exactly what I think is so special about the crafting and scrapbooking community is that feeling of inclusion and never wanting to leave.
No, we have people come in that just brand new to Omaha, or just had no idea that we were there, and they'll come in and they're like, well, I'm looking for a community.
Yes.
And great. We will put you with people intentionally. Here, we know these people are going to welcome you.
Yeah.
And then they grow. It's really very neat to see just the evolution of how someone who is brand new walks in timid and shy or quiet and doesn't have, like, oh my gosh, do I even really want to be here type of, aura about them. And then a month later they're.
Yeah. And we can kind of read those people too.
Yeah.
So we can suggest, like, I think if you came on Wednesdays, there's a really great group of ladies that you'd fit right in. Or because we do have regular people that come every week. Their group comes every week. And so being able, after a few years, and you get to know people and you get to know types of people. So again, just being able to read them and making a suggestion, and maybe that suggestion doesn't follow through the whole way, but in the meantime, we've had people who have then joined other groups.
Absolutely.
And found their home there. So maybe the original intended group wasn't the one that stuck, but
and the
one
guys
that did.
And the guys, we love the guys.
I love it when the husbands come in.
No, we have male croppers.
Oh, I have not been to a crop.
Oh yeah,
where
so you have
males.
to come on a Tuesday.
Okay. So they come during the week.
Gentlemen come on
Our
Tuesday.
gentlemen come on Tuesday. Yeah, and it's crazy because it was just a few months ago. We had a guy come in with his wife, and I immediately talked to the guy. I always talk to the men. I had a construction company. I closed my construction. I've been in the trades my whole life. So it's just easy to talk to guys, I guess. And then it keeps them occupied so their wives can shop.
Cha-ching.
Right. You know, it really
undisturbed.
works. I promise. And it's so funny because we'll have people that come like a year later. Like, I was in here like a year ago. Do you remember talking to me? And I'm like, yes, I do. Because there's, so many. But this guy came in with his wife and it was just, he's just like, I'm putting a scrapbook together. And I just kind of like, really, you are? And he's like, yeah, I'm retired. My wife's not quite retired yet. And I said, well, we have guy croppers. And he's like, you do? And he was shocked. And I said, as a matter of fact, there's one here today. Would you like to meet him?
It was meant to be.
And it was really, and he's been there every Tuesday since.
Yeah.
He has not skipped
great.
a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Well, when you stepped in to start managing the Scrapbook Haven, did you expect to have this big of a role and responsibility for people like myself and others? That convening of space, because it's huge. Like, it is a huge part of your identity.
It is. And I think that we expect, I think that we knew that it had to be there because there wasn't going to be a store without it, without the feeling of having a space and being that welcoming party to it. So I think that responsibility has always been at the forefront. Mm-hmm. I don't think that was anything that was ever missed.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it happened organically.
It did.
Yeah.
Like, Gina walked in one day and I'm like, you're hired. And she's like, okay. and
it quickly went from
like
10
a month
hours a week to
full time. Here you go. And then on to the internet. And it just worked.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about that, because your Facebook lives are not, and YouTube lives now are not to be missed. And I pop in if I'm, if I can, otherwise I'll watch the replay. And it's a small group, but it is such a loyal following you have. And the way you like riff on each other with love is perhaps the best part.
Love,
with Brandy flipping the ponytail.
I was like,
Gina's
she's
face.
not close enough.
It's just, it makes us feel, and I know I've shared this with you before, it makes us feel like we're there with you. And seeing that, it's like, that's when can I get back and scrapbook with them or craft with them? So where did that originate? Putting yourself out there like that. I know it's simple.
How did it happen? I don't. It just organically.
You just told me we were going to go live one time, and
probably this sounds like me.
Gina, get your lipstick.
And it took a little bit to figure out. Like, we were. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
We were up and down. I think just trying to decide when was the right time to go.
Here, can you?
It's our first time on camera.
Goodness gracious! I'm glad we don't have microphones at the store. They'd end up in somebody's face. For sure. Well, we've actually had customers give us tiny little microphones before. But yeah, I think we just started. I think it was definitely Brandy's idea, and I was not given a choice in the matter.
Oh my God!
And then eventually we settled on a time where. So Thursday evenings is when we generally try. It doesn't always happen that way, but
it doesn't. But it was when we were open till 7.
Yes.
Because our lives originally were at 6:45,
and now they're at 5:45.
Yes. 7 p.m. is exhausting.
By 6:45, we were delirious, which is probably why people liked
they
it
were
to begin with.
So good.
But even by 5:45, I'm dead to the world.
Yes. Days can be long.
Oh my gosh.
And
very long.
They can be good.
Well, and the whole point of your lives is not for you just to like pick on each other, but you're also showing what's arrived in the store. And that's one of the most exciting pieces of it for me. And I know of so many other customers to see what you've talk about what's on order or what will be there.
They look forward to it.
Can get in.
Absolutely. And we make it a point to turn our inventory weekly. We get new product in every week. Unfortunately, we can't control shipping, so sometimes it doesn't arrive on time. So there's that. But we really try hard. And then just people, they want to see it. If they can see it, then they it's like when you walk into a bookstore, you can smell the books. I want to feel the book. I want to turn the pages. I don't want to look at it on my tablet.
Right. and then see it and then already start brainstorming projects.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is so great. Well, we talked a little bit already about kind of the community that happens organically during crops and just when you're open. And one of the pieces that I've loved on the podcast with so many other guests is talk about how our crafting and our creativity heals us and helps us. And I know that just at crops at your store, especially, I'll overhear really kind of some heartfelt conversations between women while they're kind of sharing the struggles that they're going through.
Absolutely.
And so I'd love to hear from you both about some of those customer stories that maybe you've heard that have kind of either you've heard through the grapevine or just directly about how, scrapbooking and card making has really helped. Because I know it's helped me. I mean, in so many ways and even more so as I've gotten older. So
as you're well aware, it is a very, very just tight-knit community. It really is. Like, even if you're not part of a group, you're still part of the group. I don't think anybody's really ever made to feel like they're not welcome. And with that, we just lost one of our customers, and that was a really sad situation. And man, it really affected everybody. It really did. It was bad. Yeah, it was just it's really sad, especially when you have friends and then all of a sudden they're not there anymore. That void is it's just, what do you do?
Yeah.
So picking up those pieces and then helping the people who are closest to them put them back together and move forward, I think it's a duty. I think we have to.
And I had a core group of friends that we met scrapbooking. Gosh, it's been 15 years probably now. I don't know. Like every year when we get together, we try to remember when it started. But
nobody remembers.
We remember the event. We don't always remember the day. But that core group, over the course of time, we've gone through deaths of children. We've gone through marriages. We've gone through births of grandbabies. We've gone through marital struggles. We've fought amongst us in between, just a little bit. It's life. It's not just scrapbooking. It's life.
Yeah, documented.
Yes, yes. So, and even sometimes Brandy and I, people will think that we are sisters or we've known each other forever or whatever. But honestly,
or her kids are my kids.
Yeah. I just. Kind of came in one day and needed a job and wanted a job, and she said okay, and we said okay, and then the rest was history. We just clicked.
Was so easy. And people for years, we would have never guessed that you've only known each other for X, and
not at all.
Yeah.
And one of the most endearing things in the store is when you walk in is how your desks are pushed up next to each other. Whether you're there or not, your little signs are there. And it's just, excuse me, I feel like it's emulating what we are experiencing when we're there to crop. Like the relationship you two have, it looks like what we have.
Absolutely.
As scrapbookers and card makers. And we might only see each other a couple times throughout the year.
Yep.
So having your energy and your kindness in this safe space you've created is exactly, like you said, Gena, what these groups have done for years for so many others. So on that note, I know because I've just talked to you about it and have seen when I'm in the store, you're always working on some type of project. So I'm curious, tell us a little bit about what type of crafting and creativity you like to pursue, whether it's at the store or during your downtime.
Would you like to go first?
Well, I like to scrapbook.
Gena's a scrapbooker. I'm not a scrapbooker.
Okay. Yes.
I didn't think you were.
She's a card maker. I'm not a card maker. And that's not to say that I've never made cards she's never done layouts, because
it's true.
We have. We just have our preferences.
Correct.
So yeah, I don't scrapbook at home as much as I'd like to, but we do still make time to do our personal projects, whether it be staying. Don't even look at me like that. We totally do. Totally do.
It's the side eye.
You can't see. She kicked me.
15 minutes.
Can you get my feet in the shot? She just kicked me. That's okay. I'm just
but sometimes, we choose to stay for a weekend crop when we're not working. Because we want to be around people.
And we love it when you do. We know it's extra hours.
But also that gives us a little bit of time to work on our own things. And occasionally we will attend a crop elsewhere.
Occasionally.
Not very often. Once or twice a year, maybe.
My arm is twisted.
Whatever.
Start the car.
By not just her, but the husband. Yeah, it's
whatever.
You're going. Whatever.
And you love it. Every minute of it.
Yeah.
You love it. Yes.
So,
yep, I do.
So we both have areas in our homes.
We do multiple areas.
Multiple areas in our homes.
How many areas do you have?
I mean, a lot.
Okay.
And some are temporary, well, especially like during Christmas season.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
So, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. I didn't even think about Christmas in my reading room.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're going to have to move everything again.
I'm gonna, like, it's June, and I'm going to start working on Christmas cards probably next month.
Christmas
in
tree's
July.
going downstairs.
Good luck with that.
No. But I love it, just being around this stuff until it gets to be too much. Like, where can I eat?
Yes. So, so we have those. And we have once, I think, like videoed each other while we were at home, which we wanted to do that more often.
No, we did it at the store.
No, we did one at home one time, but we did do one at the store too.
Where you were both like working on a project.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Did we? I don't remember.
And we just chatted back, but that was just between us. It wasn't broadcast or anything.
Okay.
It was just us chatting or ignoring each other while we worked on our own things at home.
Yes, absolutely. Well, we do that often. Yeah.
And I have to think that's part of it when you're surrounded by it all day and it's your work.
Yeah.
How do you then I guess turn off and just find time to create? And one of the things I've talked about with a lot of other guests, especially for women who want to be crafty and creative, but say, well, I don't have the time, or they don't want to give themselves the permission. So how do you find that time to do that?
Well, we do it all day long for the store, right? And that is draining. It really is. Mm-hmm. So when I am done at the store, I literally go home. It could be 7:00 at night, and I cook dinner for my family, and we sit at the dinner table and we eat. But I still actively, like Saturday, Gena and I, we went garage sailing and thrifting, and then I got home and helped my husband with the egress windows and cooked dinner, and then I'm going into my room. And
you're going to retreat. Yeah,
you have to just, and even if it's 15 minutes, it doesn't matter. You just have to find some type of space. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter even if you accomplish anything, or even if you don't even start it, if you're just there. Yeah. That's all that matters, right? Like, don't you feel that way when you go upstairs and you go into your room and you just move paper out of the way and you turn on a NASCAR race?
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's it?
Absolutely.
And you watch it and you're screaming from the room.
And then you organize your papers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. One pile to the next.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel that a lot too. Sometimes if I don't have the time or the mental energy to like start a project, just organizing my supplies is very helpful.
Or that's even trying to decide what project I might want to do.
Yep.
She's so good at that though. She's way better at that than I am. Yeah, no, she is. Because she's a scrapbooker. We're going to refer to her in the third. Yeah. She's a scrapbooker, and because she can do that. No.
Her name's Gena.
Her name is Gena. And
you are friends.
At one point. No, I'm just kidding.
Rude.
No, I love her. No, she is really good at that. She can put together like paper and put it in this box and say, okay, I'm going to work on this. And then it comes out to be something. Mm-hmm. I can't do
Eventually, but sometimes it takes a while.
But it's on your own timeline.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's what's important.
Yes.
But if she said, if we're at a crop at the store even, I mean, she'll just whip something out. And I'm like, how did you even do that? Like, I can't think in those terms like a scrapbooker can. It's not for me.
Because you like to have you like to do, if you're doing a layout, you'll do the layout without pictures.
I can't do pictures.
And then find the pictures to match later.
What do you do?
It depends. Like if I know I'm going to a crop, I will plan them out because it's like, okay, I want to accomplish this while I'm here. But if I'm just feeling crafty, I will just work on a page and not even have photos.
Okay, good.
Like I'll know, oh yeah, I need to get prints of that, but it isn't like I'm working them into the design.
Sure.
So again, it's going into like where I am and what I kind of need creatively.
Yeah. And I'm the other way. Yeah. I pick out my pictures first.
Mm-hmm. You have a process.
Well, sometimes I buy paper first.
Yeah,
we're always
and then find
paper.
the pictures that match. But I don't I have layouts that are done that don't have pictures on them.
You have a lot of them.
Stacks of them.
Yeah.
But they were things that I did like at a club or whatever, not just on my own or a kit somewhere.
But that's what so in my introduction to scrapbooking, even though I had a scrapbook store, I didn't scrapbook, right? I'm a card maker, like Wendy.
Same with me. Yep.
but that was my introduction. Like Gena literally was like, grabbed me and said, "You're coming." And I'm like, okay. Yeah. And we went to this club, and I mean, it was amazing. It was the first layout I ever made, and it kind of spiraled. And I think I probably have, I don't know, half dozen or so from that just by itself. Double pages, of course. So that would be 12.
Yes. A lot. They all count.
They all count.
They all do.
But I think that's how I started scrapbooking too. Someone grabbed me and said, "We're going to go to this." And I'm like, okay, but I'll go with you for moral support, but I'm not going to do this.
Yeah.
That's how I was too, because I got into card making seriously and then found scrapbooking through your store and just through other crafters that I kind of followed online. And I thought, to me, it just didn't, it was overwhelming because I thought, I can't fill a 12 by 12 space. This is too much. But then I started talking to some of the other women at your crops when I would bring my cards. I thought, well, I can do this. Mm-hmm. And again, as we've talked about, like the restorative and the healing that happens, whether I'm at a crop, just enjoying myself or working on a project on my own time. Like that's what I keep going back to with the crafting. Yes, it's about the pretty embellishments and everything, but it's getting back to that really like safe, warm space. So when you two are retreating in your own craft rooms at home, talk to me about how you're feeling. Like you described it, you said, I made dinner, I helped my husband with the windows, and now I'm going into my space. So talk me through like the need to be there, because I think that's something that I want crafters to share with the world, because why we do it and what motivates us.
Sanity.
Yes, exactly.
This is a pop quiz. Sanity. Sanity.
And I think as women and mothers and wives, we spend so much of our time making sure life is good for so many other people.
Yes.
And we don't often take care of ourselves. And so part of the self-care, like Brandy has said, is we may go to our space and pretend we're going to create something and do something completely different, but it's still
even doom scroll on our phone. It's just we're in our space.
Yeah, it's just kind of a sacred space where I think, well, at least my family, mine are older, but they kind of know that's where we are. So interruptions are limited.
Absolutely.
And I can say, like I said, I'm going up to Scrapbook, but I might just be going up there to twiddle my legs and, scroll on the phone or watch a race or watch a movie or watch the same TV show I've watched 300 times or whatever. But it's time for me. And it's time that I'm not pressed to get anything done. So if I get something done, great. If I don't, so be it.
Yeah. It's fine. Yeah. Even though my kids are younger, so my youngest are 11, they know as well, and that's mom's room. You don't go in there. And I multiple rooms. So if I'm in my office, so to say, or if I'm in my reading room, don't mess with mom. It's her time, and I think we have to make that time. We have to go there. Because if you just stay in the living room or if you stay in the family room or you're watching TV, then your time isn't really being respected. It's still being bombarded with whatever questions.
And it's not being prioritized.
At all.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So last question I have for you, I want you to talk to the woman or man, because now that I know you have men in there on Tuesdays, who love the idea of being crafty and creative, whether it's cards or scrapbook making, but say, well, I'm not creative though. I love looking at it, because I hear that all the time. So talk to those individuals.
I'm not creative.
Oh my good Lord.
And you're
so there are elaborate scrapbookers and card makers, for instance.
Yes.
My cards do not look like that.
My cards don't look like that either.
That's not why they're here, but I appreciate the compliment.
And I love pretty things. I love the pretty layouts and the pretty cards and all the layers and mixing patterns of paper and all the things that I don't have the mind to do. So I feel like I'm a very simple scrapbooker, but it's still joyful for me.
Absolutely.
I love that word, joyful.
Yeah.
And when I have grandchildren and adult children and all the mix, but when they see something that I've created, because more often than not, they are the subject of it, I will scrapbook my own things though. Like if I'm on a trip, if I'm having a girls' day or whatever, I will do my own
I
things.
did that.
Yes, you did.
The one book I've ever done. I did. I did our NASCAR.
Yes.
I did our NASCAR trip. I forgot all about that.
So yeah, I mean, I think that you just start, and sometimes it's not even about what you're creating or what you're doing. It's about the community and connecting with other people.
Absolutely.
Brandy, what about for you?
Ditto.
Okay.
No, it works. It just does. I mean, I mean, my kids are, my youngest are 11, and have to do this. My daughter called me today. My oldest called me today. My granddaughter she says Nana for the first time today.
Aww.
I know, my heart melted.
That's
so
exciting.
Sorry. Yeah.
You should scrapbook that.
Yeah.
Do a little journaling card. Yes.
Little picture,
little
date.
And now I have to call her and tell her to take a picture and send it to me.
I think with iPhones and Androids, we can get photos pretty easily.
Oh, thanks, Wendy.
Pressure.
No pressure. Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah, it works. It just, I think it's important.
And you'll find your niche. I mean, the
all
hardest
do.
step is, making that first step. And for us, just walk in the store and tell us what you're looking for.
Absolutely.
Tell us you don't know what you're looking for. And that's great, because we will ask questions. We will engage you in conversation.
We'll show you whatever we can.
I always say the store will tell you what you need.
Yeah.
Just walk around. Yeah. So I think it's just being brave enough to take that step. And I don't think you'd ever regret it.
No, not at all. And our community is growing. We've even branched so much now, not just scrapbooking and cards. We now have a junk journaling community, and I've gotten into that, which I never thought I would ever do anything with that. And it's actually grown quite large, and it's a lot of fun. And that in particular, if you have no idea of anything that you want to do, like I don't know how to scrapbook, I don't know how to make cards, great, junk journaling's for you.
It's such a good place to start.
I
know. I found it myself, and that's just what I'm always reminded of when I come into your store is the community that exists, that it's easy to forget about when we're at home working on our projects in our safe spaces. But thank you for your conversation today. Thank you for the safe space that is the Scrapbook Haven.
Thank you.
Thank you for loving each other as hating each other as much as you do. We're so appreciative of your work.
Thank you.
So
thank
keep
you,
it
Wendy.
up. We're glad you're here.
We thank you.
Absolutely.
Love ya.
Love you too. I hope you enjoyed my conversation with Brandy and Gena from the Scrapbook Haven here in Omaha. To learn more about the store, what they offer, and their upcoming events, download the PDF in our show notes. And remember to like, subscribe, and tell a friend about the Wendy Crafts podcast.